So, first off, welcome. It's your first time watching. I'm your delicious host, Jamie Leroy, and you are watching an episode of Virtual-WIT-A-Twist, where we would leave you with a kiss. Mwah. And if it's your first time watching, I am a former trucker and or former nail salon owner. And I am still an artist though, but I used to have a nail salon. But now no longer. I'm just traveling because I'm revamping things. I'm working on an academy on the back end. But like I said, nonetheless, my name is Jamie Leroy. And you are tuned in to Virtual-WIT-A-Twist. So like I said, it's dedicated to like real life, car life, van life, trucking, just all around, like just want to say a box of goodies. But nonetheless, like I said, this is part two. To earlier, like I was doing a little vlog and a little video, but I got to start to thinking about other stuff that I had left out of the video. But nonetheless, like I said, if it's your first time watching, I have been dealing with car issues and I'm staying at family house. So I just haven't done a lot of like backstabbing, a lot of things that, I was just seeing that was coming that I didn't, see that was coming at first. So I'm like trying to figure out like, okay, what's what, you know, am I tripping? Am I seeing things the wrong way? But nonetheless, no. I figured and found out that this family was indeed trying to sabotage just me getting back on the road due to the fact that, like yesterday, they admitted that they had canceled the order to the part that all I needed was this little bitty relay part that I found out. And like I said, now I'm seeing that it may be a battery thing because the battery, I mean, like the power's being pulled. But nonetheless, I personally feel like the power and all of that being pulled and, all of these teams and all that, I really feel like to a certain degree, it had to been, like I said that because to be honest, I'm being optimistic. Like, I'm going to be so honest with y'all. At the end of the day, it could be like, you know, like most people would say. But me, I'm not going with that. I'm going with the classic, the relay, because like I said, I troubleshooted the relay. Two, the battery, because, as you get to the point of either having older batteries, or I will say this, since the season is changing, since it's been sitting here, the battery has been drained because it was just sitting in the car. Nothing was plugged up. And so the temperature drops, and then also it would get cold, and then like I think a few couple times since it's been out the car, I've been out there, it rained like a couple times, so that will bring the voltage and the wattage and or the power source, and it would drain it because it's just sitting there. So in my thought and my good positive mind, I personally feel like it is yes the relay, and now like I said, a new battery, and that's it. Now he showed me this little hole that was like in this thing that really didn't give a lot. I think he was just trying to make it something, but like I said, I'm going to troubleshoot and figure out like A, what that part was, B, um like what the part was. I'm like, who is that? And then what the name is, and how to fix, like all of the things. Oh, it's the neighbor. Because I'm like, baby, who is that? So, like I said, all of the, oh, baby, all of the, what do you call it? All of the, um, I don't know, lost my little train of thought. But basically, all of the, the things that I was thinking of, for the car and the troubleshoot the part is that it's not really, you know, just, oh, I was saying it was this little hole. It was in this part that he said that it was. Like I said, in my opinion, it was something that like you find out, like I said, oh, that's what I was saying. I was going to troubleshoot the part, go to the store and figure out what the name of the part is and then figure out about the switch of it. Because yeah, it had like this little star diamond type of screws that you need to open it, or I mean to do it and undo it, like probably meaning to fasten it or unfasten it. But nonetheless, that does not mean that it is extreme of what the narcissistic family member is saying, because see, The family member is just like where I was staying before I even was able to, roam, do my whole physical therapy, do my whole thing. What it was the family member was hating, being jaded, and now, like I said, that I've, got to the point where like I'm, moving around better, you know what I mean? Getting things in order, doing my physical therapy, things like that. It's like, okay, normal wear and tear, like I said, because the car had been doing good. I didn't have no issues. And so now I'm finding out that the family member that even gave the car that never did no maintenance on the car, put a new battery in it. Like I said, it was running good because like I said, I was driving it all the time. Never ever on the battery that the battery was probably not changed, or it was just some like one that he put in there. That was one. Two, it was not just the battery thing. It was just maintenance period. I find out that nothing was really done to the car. So it's not that it's not in good condition and it's not in bad condition, but the moral of it is that I don't have a negative mind frame. So I know if things do happen, I understand, okay, cool, let's troubleshoot, let's do that. But the reason I'm being so positive is because I'm like, one, I want to be able to get back in, out there, and the one, be able to one, not be mixed in with no family, and then two, like I said, we have other things that we want to get done and have to do. Hence to like paperwork and dates and timelines, y'all know what I mean? Y'all know and understand like they've been changing so much with the administration and different things like that. So one of my major things is, like I said, even with my whole doctor visit, my whole catching up on like my x-rays and just seeing how things is really more or less, like I said, so I can get a prescription to get me a little medical scooter and a few other things that I needed to do on that back end. But also when you do that stuff, it's all about timing and timestamp, because when you ask them to do something, they know that the new month is coming, meaning the people. And so for them to even put anything in process, they're like, oh, okay, well, it's going to take this. And it's all a game on their end to release what's already been owed. So it's really giving like one of them, I don't want to say, because, she has so much going on, but I'm just saying it's just one of them situations where it's like, pay what you owe, and I have to go through hoops so I can get it. And then that's why I was so positive and optimistic about everything, because I'm like, okay, cool, if everything go this way, and like I said, I just get that little relay in the part, I can just then, like I said, do what I need to do, get my change released. Then once everything good, okay, cool, boom, we need to do this. I'll just figure like, okay, cool, if God wanted me to just take that coin and get certain little things in order, it will be granted to me so I can have a car in order. So I'm like, okay, cool. We got a good car that's running and be able to like get around and move. And then, like I said, now that's why I've been going hard with the videos, like no, because I'm like, nah, baby, we need to get monetized. We need to be able to get the FUCK away from the family, like for real. And that's another reason why I haven't been able to like really like just fully heal and decompress from even last year. Like I didn't even be able to go in. I know I was waiting to build, my audience, but I haven't even been able to go in about like just last year dealing with like being robbed, and last year like having to recover. I have videos and certain footage of that, but it's like that's the tidbit. We talking about the healing after the trauma. So I'm in the aftermath, and one of the aftermaths of what I've seen and what I had to learn is that the family was toxic and no good, and two, I needed to separate myself from them. So like being around them, and since I've been here the last couple of weeks, it's been taking me back to be like, not like old times, but it's just taking me to be like, oh, now I see why I do not want to be around y'all. Oh, I see why you're not a part of my life. Oh, I see why you're nothing. And it's because they always do backstabbing, jading, hating stuff, or they always just want to get the tea in the mess. But see, me, when I give the tea in the mess, or when I go in, oh, now y'all mad. Or when I go off, now, oh, don't say that. Nah, slave. You need to be blasted and put out there, since that's what you want, right? You want some attention. That's why I was like, nah, baby, we're going to go in on the social media and we're going to tell our scoop. And let's just see, like I said, we'll let the public opinion hang y'all. Because when y'all get into the stories, when I start giving y'all the demon and the hex story times of the aunts, the uncles, all the stuff they was about, y'all gonna gag. Because baby, my aunt, and I was gonna write a book on her. I got an aunt, baby, that had like maybe 14 or 15 14 to 15, or maybe even 16 kids, because she had like a couple sets of triplets, couple sets of doubles. Like she had like the twin and the triplet gene in her chromosome. So she was one of them ladies that will have prone to have twins or triplets and stuff. So, baby, when I get out some time on her, baby, on how she had kids that she used to, that she didn't even feed, that had got malnutrition and passed, girl, and the other aunt had helped, baby, for her to, disguise all that, baby, when it came to just the abuse we seen growing up, as far as not us physically seeing it, but just going over there one time for one example to where we seen like how she treated the ones that was more darker skinned or more caramel, she treated them a certain way, and then the light brights and certain ones she was nice to. So it was crazy, like for real. So it's so much to unleash like about the family that they want to keep dark for so many years. And then the other aunt that like had helped her do all the magic, because it was only two girls out of the mix. She was ratchet because she started letting me know that the grandfather that I had took care of them when he had died, girl, didn't leave no money, didn't leave nothing, was hating the whole time. Even the only reason when that helped him out before he passed, she was the one that had told me that he had raped them, when they was coming up, he did this, he did that. So once I started finding out like all this stuff, I was like, oh, this is why y'all don't like him. And this is why y'all won't come over here and help him. Because at the end of the day, when everything passes, and I'm going to close out on this blog. At the end of the day, when it came time for him to need someone like to stay with, because he either got out of rehab or he was gone, but they weren't going to release him home because he had a little spot. But they was like, no, you need to stay with someone, or someone needs to stay with you because you're not, able to give you everything physically, because he was burning himself when he was cooking. So the reason he has three kids, baby, they all had houses, they all was good, they all was working. None of them took him in. And when he passed, then they got the money for him. That's what let me know when they was younger, that stuff the aunt was saying about the graping, the stuff they was doing, that's what let me know that a lot of that stuff hasn't been true. Because I'm like, if he on his deathbed, yeah, as far as like needing help or care, or let alone he just needs somebody to stay with him because he had his own spot. Nobody wants to stay with him. After I got over there, that's when the ratchet family member, aka the daddy, was hating and had the aunt, the not with the kids but the other one, her and the other like disgusting uncle nobody cared for, had all of them, had them over there at the house. He never even liked them. Had them over there trying to be funny and messy and stuff like that. And so that's why I was like seeing like how the daddy was like, nah, you really an enemy because you got them over here trying to do what? That ain't even a grandchild. Like me, I was a grandchild. So me being there and helping them out, it was like, okay, cool. We grew up with our grandparents. So what was the point? But then I knew it was a reason. That's why I said God has shown me a lot about family and about friends too. Hell, since last year getting robbed. So that's why I was like, a lot of old school and juicy game that I be giving. And no, that's why in the past I didn't give it. But now I'm like, nah, you need to tell your story and get the tea, because people like that try and get away with shit because now he passed on and nobody know nothing to tell the story. No, but I'm living to still tell the story on these girls. So like I said, if it's your first time watching, I am Jamie LaRoyce, and you just watched a delicious episode of Virtual-WIT-A-Twist, where we what? Leave you with a kiss. Mwah. And like I said, I'm going to come back for probably another blog a little later if I get a little chance, because like I said, the family is gone right now, so I got time to record and do me a little video. But I want to get out a little backstory so y'all know and starting to get to understand and learn a little backstory on me and or just what I've been dealing with. But like I said, I'm going to close out right here, and I'm going to see you in a minute. I'll see you on the next one, sweetie.